Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Behind the Reel podcast. And today we've got something a little bit different. This is officially an unofficial episode. And we're just kind of getting together tonight. This is for all the Kansas people out there. For those of you that might want to get involved in some kayak fishing, for those of you that maybe already signed up for the Kansas Bass Nation Kayak Series, we've got a giveaway going on tonight, but we would also like to put some information out there for those of you who haven't signed up yet. And for those of you that maybe want to get involved, we're going to put some info out tonight. And I have Mr. Todd Seagraves here joining me tonight. How's it going,
everybody? Going well.
Sorry. We are in the middle of a podcast. I have no idea. We are live.
Okay, I don't care. It's a question.
I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Don't be a jerk.
All righty. So here we are. And we've got 20 members here that are signed up for the Kansas Bass Nation Kayak Series. And we are going to do a drawing. We've got, 4 items or prize packs that we're giving away?
Yeah,
and
4 items.
So we've got a, what is that, 20% chance of winning, something like that. So pretty excited about the involvement that we've had so far. We had, 17 members, I believe, for the entire year last year, and we've already surpassed that. So some pretty good numbers there.
Definitely.
Looking forward to having more people sign up throughout the year. I fully expect that to happen. Changing things up a little bit for those of you guys that maybe aren't aware, we are paying out at the ramp at each event this year. So that's going to get people a little bit more excited, give people more of a reason to sign up for these events. Obviously, you're still competing for an opportunity to make it to the state championship. And then from the state championship, you have an opportunity to qualify for the national championship as well to go represent the state. So that is still there. That is still something that you guys are going to be working towards, but you're also going to have the opportunity to kind of double up your winnings. So these events that are going to be ran in conjunction with the KKA events, you could double up at those. And then Todd, if you want to talk about the standalone events that we got going on and maybe why people might want to get involved with those.
Yeah, definitely. So we have a total of 6 events for this season. 3 of those will be events in conjunction with the Kansas Kayak Anglers, and then we'll have the championship, which is also going to be in conjunction with the Kansas Kayak Anglers. And then we're going to have 2 standalone events. So our first standalone event is going to be on April 22nd at Bone Creek Lake. That's in southeast Kansas. It's an excellent fishery, as a lot of people know. And then the other one is going to be on September 16th. That's going to be at Wilson Lake, another excellent fishery. Those are going to each have $100 entry fee. So it's going to be a little more than the standalone events, but it's going to allow for bigger payouts. So the payouts are going to pay out 80%. So 20% will be held back for an Angler of the Year prize, and also to help pay for the state champion or champions, to help cover some of their costs to go to the national championship next year. So for the standalone, for any of these events, you do have to have your KBN membership. So I think we have 20 people signed up already, is what John said. So good start to that. But yeah, the standalone event should be excellent fishing. So hopefully we can get a good number of people there.
Yeah, I think that it's definitely offering something a little bit different for the people in Kansas, something that they, as far as I know, haven't really had an opportunity to be involved in right here at home anyways. So we've had a couple bigger events come through, like the All-American and the Midwest Kayak Fishing Series years ago, that were a little bit higher payout. But this is just kind of a homegrown thing. This is something that we can do right here on, on our home lake and compete for an opportunity. Also the top 20% at those events are going to be invited to fish the state championship. So
Correct.
You have that opportunity as well. And then we're talking $100 buy-in. So, you get 10 or 15 guys there. I don't think, we're going to have 50 or 60 guys. And I hope not at Bone Creek anyways. Wilson might be able to house, quite a few there, but hopefully Bone Creek, we're down in that 15 or 20, I would think. But if we get that amount of anglers there, even if it's 10 or 15, we'll have some pretty good payouts. So I think that'll be a cool deal. Something else too, for those of you guys that are maybe out of state, I think that this is something we need to post around the surrounding states. We need to make sure that these surrounding states are aware of these events that are going on, especially if they're competing at the Bass Nation at their own state level. All they have to do is become a Kansas member, and all that's going to entail is a $30 membership fee. So if you guys are Missouri anglers and you're fishing the Missouri Bass Nation stuff, or Nebraska or Oklahoma, whatever, get with us, get your $30 Kansas Bass Nation membership fee paid. We'll get you signed up, and we'll make sure that you're eligible. So top 20% gets you to the state championship, and you do well there, and you can make your way to the national. So that is definitely something that I do expect to see some people hopping over that border and competing right along with us. What's up, CBG? I'll go down through here. I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to kind of get in here and participate in the giveaway. Well, you don't have to be present to win necessarily, but I just wanted to get some people in here, maybe inform some people of this series that weren't aware of it, and answer any questions that you may have. How'd the bass meeting go? It went good. They're really boring. I think I should just let you guys know that there's not a whole lot to them, but they did feed us pretty good. We had some good authentic Mexican cuisine. We had some nice cold beer, so that part was good. I was like 2 hours late apparently. Todd forgot to set my alarm clock, and so I was late.
I forgot my own alarm clock too.
Apparently I was supposed to be there at 8, and I showed up at 10:30, and they're all like, "What the heck are you doing?" I just walked in like,
where's lunch?
Yeah. And but if anybody is in Keachai, Kansas, and you want a nice cold beer and you want some good Hispanic food, Mexican food, I don't know. It was good. They were tacos, and they had some really good salsa and stuff. This place is called Old School in Keachai, Kansas. He's a Kansas Bass Nation member that owns this place, and it was a pretty cool little place. Apparently they have live music on the weekends. I think I'm definitely going to go check it out. It's not too far from home here, so one of these days I'm gonna go check it out. But yeah, the bass meeting, they don't really touch on a whole lot of kayak stuff, really. As far as the kayak stuff goes, they kind of just ask me what we got going on, and I just kind of fill them in. So I told them about the new format. I had kind of tried to get some suggestions from those guys on how we could maybe improve attendance this year. So I was just kind of checking back in with them, letting them know we had 20 anglers already signed up for it. They seemed to be, impressed with that based on our numbers from last year. So really was just kind of letting them know what we had going on. But the kayak stuff, it seems like they're just kind of leaving that stuff up to us for now. It doesn't seem like they really have that all figured out at the national level yet. So Scott's looking forward to the season. Hello to Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Really like adding the idea of adding a couple standalone events this year. I want to say Todd had a lot to do with that, so thank Todd for that.
Yeah. I don't know if we should let Scott come fish them though, because that means we definitely have no chance of winning.
Hey, well, when we beat him, we'll just have that much to be proud of. Kevin Kerr, what's up, man? I need to get with you about something. I'm not sure what it is, but we need to get together on. I'm assuming probably on awards here. We're getting low on time. John Miller going to stick around until he's got to put the kids to bed. What up, man? Discount codes. Yeah, there are discount codes. Go to the Kansas Bass Nation. What do they call that? Kansas Bass Nation Members Lounge. And it's a Facebook group. You have to be a Kansas Bass Nation member. But if you go join there, then you will have access to all of the discount codes. So I think there's one for Hook. I think there's one for TH Marine. Looks like there's one for Temptation Tackle. There may even be a power pole discount. So kayak guys can take advantage of all that stuff as well. So definitely go check that out. Kansas Bass Nation Members Lounge on Facebook. Okay, so I thought I pulled up a random number generator here. Go ahead and get that pulled up. I'm curious to know, which events are you guys most excited about? Have you heard anybody talking about these standalone events? Have you heard anybody kind of looking forward to those events there? We haven't gotten much feedback on those. So those are the ones I'm really curious to see. I think the Wilson one could definitely be some good attendance just based off of where it's at and when it is. I had that schedule pulled up. Do you remember right off the bat what date we set on that one?
Yeah, it's September 16th.
So not a ton of events going on. There might be a lot of end of season stuff, people wrapping some stuff up, but kind of a cool opportunity to get people together that maybe are already done fishing for the year and get some people involved, hopefully, like I say, from out of state. I know the Iowa guys or the Nebraska guys or whatever they identify as, the Central States guys, they're going to be fishing with us at Wilson for KKA, so they may get a taste of Wilson and want to come back.
Definitely.
It seems to have that effect on people.
I was just going to say for the championship at Melbourne, you definitely want to get qualified for that. Melbourne that time of year, which is going to be September 30th and October 1st. It's a 2-day event. Melbourne should be fishing really good that time of year, and that's going to be in conjunction with KKA. And I know we've kind of had talks about having kind of like a big camp out and cookout and stuff. So should be kind of a good community event to wrap up the season.
Yeah, definitely. So that is something that, we've got plenty of time to plan ahead and
Yep.
make it a big deal. But that was the intention, was to get everybody together and have kind of a big end of the year. It seemed like, I felt like we had a really good inaugural season with KKA, but it just kind of fizzled out. There was no end of the year get together. So I think that was really the only thing that we were missing that really would have, ended the year off with a bang. So I think if we can do that this year, then I think it'll be a good thing for us. So.
And just a reminder, the top 10% at the championship get to go to the national. So, if we have 30 people fishing the KBN championship, that means we get to send 3 people to the Bassmaster Classic next spring, which gives people the option to ride together and share costs, and then we we'll also be able to pay for part of their way there as well. So, definitely it's something. Let your friends know, and encourage them to join as well, so we can get higher numbers to represent the state.
Yeah. Yep. And the more people that we get involved throughout the year, the better the payouts, the more people we can send. It just makes everything better all around. And the bigger that we can grow this thing, I don't know where you see this KBN side of things going, but I think it is at the very minimum a cool opportunity for people to get qualified to fish at the national level, but also just kind of a cool local group of guys to hang out with, and another good excuse to go fishing, really. But I don't know. Maybe eventually you might see this be completely detached from KKA. I'm curious to kind of see how this year goes. I think that in a lot of ways, having some of those events in conjunction with KKA events makes sense. So we're trying something new this year and offering a little bit of both. But I do know I've had a couple people reach out to me and let me know that they're going to be fishing these events, and they haven't quite signed up yet. So if you haven't signed up, it's definitely not too late. You didn't really miss out on anything except for the chance to win one of these prizes. So not a big deal. You've got time to get signed up. Just understand that we do have to have you signed up and registered with Bass, KBN, and the Bass Nation in order to compete in these events. So if you want to have an opportunity to fish these events, we're going to need that taken care of at least, I would say, a week ahead of the tournament. That way I can get your fees sent off to where they need to go. There's a little bit more involved than there would be with like fishing a normal Tourney X event where you just register. We have some other memberships that we have to verify before we can get you registered. So just keep that in mind. So if you guys haven't paid yet and you plan on it, maybe just shoot me a message. I would kind of like to get a head count if at all possible, me or Todd. If you guys haven't registered yet and you're planning on it, maybe just shoot one of us a message and we can kind of put that down with our running total here. All right. So what I've got a list 1 through 20. Okay. I've got, we'll go over this here. We've got Ethan Bretz, number 1. We've got Garrett Reese, number 2. We've got Austin Applegate, number 3. Dakota Dunklin, number 4. Jay Schwartzkopf, number 5. Tim Seagraves, number 6. Andy Webb, number 7. Jeremy Rathbun, number 8. Jeff Scott, number 9. Matt Skuchis is number 10. Tim Boyden, number 11. Daniel Maffei, number 12. Scott Reese, number 13. John Miller, number 14. John Morse, number 15. Todd Seagraves, number 16. Luke Sanders, number 17. Shannon Copeland, number 18. Richie McMichael, number 19. And number 20 is Mr. Tyson Borrell. So that is our current list here. We've got 20 anglers signed up already. And what do you think? What do you think we should draw for first?
I say the Bizz Baits prize package.
Okay. Bizz Baits prize pack. I've kind of got some scattered around Bizz Baits. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put together, but I'll make it worth your while. We've got some fathead flipping jigs here. We've got some killer craws, some sassy sticks. I've got some more sassy sticks, and I know I've got some other stuff there. So I'll put together a nice little assortment for you guys. But I just kind of had this stuff laying around right here, just right next to me. Let's go ahead and let's give this thing away. And let's go. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen. That way you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Can you see me, Todd?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So we'll go with 1 through 20. Generate. What do we got?
We have 4.
All right. And we've got a new angler fishing with us this year, number 4, Dakota Dunklin. Dakota, shoot me a message and give me your address, and I'll get this stuff sent out to you. We've got a Bizz Baits prize pack headed your way. So just get with me, and we'll make sure that gets to you.
And we'll make sure and put these up on the Kansas Bass Nation Kayak Series Facebook page as well.
Yes, sir. All right, what do we got next?
You want to do one of the gift cards?
Sure.
So we have a $50 Tackle Warehouse gift card.
There it is, right there. $50. You can buy a couple crankbaits with that. All right, 1 through 20. Let's go with the next number, which is number
7.
Okay, Andy Webb. You are the winner of our first $50 Tackle Warehouse gift card, and this is for registering early. Kind of a cool deal we had this year. Wanted to give people an incentive to get signed up early, and I would say that paid off for Mr. Andy Webb. About got his whole registration back, didn't he?
Right.
All right. Should we go with the hoodie or should we go with another gift card here?
Let's do the hoodie.
Okay. So we've got a AFTCO Reaper hoodie. I've got several different sizes. So we'll let you have your pick. Hopefully we'll have your size, but if not, you'll be able to pick your size. They're black. They're kind of buried right now, or else I would go grab one. But we're going to go with an AFTCO Reaper hoodie. I'm going to go ahead and generate a number here. See what we come up with.
4.
Do we give 4 away again?
We already did give away 4.
Yeah. So let's go with another one.
Yep. Sorry.
Number 9. Mr. Jeff Scott. Just in case you guys think I'm cheating here, I'm not. There it is, Jeff Scott. You've got an AFTCO Reaper hoodie. Give me your size, and we'll get that thing headed your way. All right. So last thing we've got is the gift card. One last gift card here. Ready?
Ready.
Number 8. Jeremy Rathbun.
All right.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Yep.
We've got a $50 Tackle Warehouse gift card for you. I need to write this down somewhere, don't I? Let me put it on my list here. That way I get everything straight. Let's see here. Can I get an extra ticket for $1? That's what we should have done. We should have given
Right.
everybody an opportunity to buy in for some extra. We ought to do something like that at like our end of the year deal. If we have like raffles and stuff, just as a fundraiser opportunities where you can buy in for more money.
Definitely.
All right. So Jeremy got Tackle Warehouse. Jeff Scott was the hoodie, right?
Yes.
Let's see. What did we have? Dakota Dunklin. Was he? He was the
Bizz
Bizz
prize pack.
And the other Tackle Warehouse gift card.
Andy Webb.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got our four winners there. What's everybody saying over here? Dakotas. Heck yeah. Appreciate you joining us this year, man. Glad to get you some prizes right out of the gate. John Miller. Can I get an extra ticket? Jeremy's not too upset himself, is he? Congratulations to the winner. Bowing out for bedtime. I think I might do the same thing. Yeah, I wanted to get on here. I wanted to announce the winners. I wanted to give information for those that maybe didn't have it. It looks like, for the most part, the people that are on here are just guys that are registered and guys that already have the information. But for those of you that are watching this at a later date, I just kicked something over there. For those of you guys that are watching at a later date, if you do have any questions at all, you can get a hold of me or Todd. Go over to the Kansas Bass Nation Kayak Series Facebook page, and we will be posting everything up there. We'll go ahead and post the winners up there as well, where you can see our schedule and everything like that. So if you're interested in getting involved, there's not a whole lot to it. You do have to be a Bass member, so you have to get signed up with Bassmaster. I think it's like $15 annual fee. And then you have a $30 Bass Nation and a $30 Kansas Bass Nation membership that you have to be current on. And then on top of that, we'll have our entry fees at each event. So that's kind of what you can do there.
I was going to say, just a reminder for people that saw the events last year. All of our events this year will be paying out. So last year it was essentially just you paid a fee to fish and get registered. This year you'll pay a fee for the tournament, but there will be payouts, and then that also gets you hopefully registered for the state championship if you finish in that top 20%. And then in addition to that, there will also be some other opportunities to get qualified through like Angler of the Year. So, our goal is to, if you want to fish a state championship, that you'll have a way to get in. That might mean you might have to fish a couple of the tournaments. But, as people fish and get qualified, those spots will roll down. And so, we can still have a good turnout and get most people into the state championship.
Yeah, I think that if you want to get qualified, and you don't mind fishing several events, I think you'll have the opportunity. We'll probably have some roll down spots here and there. We'll definitely have some AOI spots, and really you'll have roll down spots for sure, because you're going to have those guys that qualify for AOI that already got their qualification because of placing in the top 20% at an event. So you're definitely going to have some roll down spots there. And the cool thing too is after you get qualified, so let's say you fish the first event and you win it, or you place in the top 20%, you're qualified to go fish the state championship now. There's last year, if you get qualified, there's no reason to fish the next one, right? But this year, there's all the incentive, in the world to fish all of the events remaining, because you still have an opportunity to win money at each of those events. So just try to put as much, give you guys as much incentive to fish these tournaments. Hopefully you guys are as excited as we are. Hopefully you guys see the value in the series to begin with. And if you have any suggestions along the way on how we can improve it, or things you would like to see, I really would like some feedback. And if you want to respond with your ideas, or with your thoughts of the standalone. I know Scott said he was looking forward to the idea. I think the guys that, maybe haven't been able to get out and fish those more national tournaments, this will kind of give you a taste of that without having to travel and have all the expenses. So if it's something that you just want to feel out, if you've, enjoyed doing the statewide stuff and you want to take it a step further, this is an opportunity to do that. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I think Todd is too, and I do want to thank him
definitely
for the help. I think that's about all I got. So this wasn't a super long deal tonight. We've got some prizes to give away. So thank you guys for getting signed up early. I really do consider this early registration deal that we put on a success. I would have been a little bit bummed out if we had, spent $100 on prizes to give away and only had a handful of people sign up. So I think that this was a success. We've already beat our numbers for last year. And I think it's possible to see, and even likely to see 30 plus anglers compete throughout this year. So
definitely. And we have our state champion from last year will be headed to Tennessee in a few weeks for the Bassmaster Classic on Chickamauga.
Very cool. Yeah. So we're definitely going to be cheering him on. That's crept up on me for sure. So, Todd, if I don't do a good job staying up on that, feel free to make some posts, because we're definitely going to want to cheer him on and follow him along on the online leaderboards and stuff like that for sure.
Definitely.
So I did, he didn't end up winning anything here, but he did have an asterisk next to his name there that none of the rest of you had. So that's champ right there. If you can't read it, if you can't make it out. But all righty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, I suppose. If you guys have any questions, give us a shout, either one of us. And if you haven't done so already, go over there to the Kansas Bass Nation Members Lounge and get signed up there. And then I think it's under like files. Under their files, they have the discount codes and stuff that you have access to. So that is something, and I'm glad whoever that was that brought that up. That was a very, very good point, that we do have some benefits from the Kansas Bass Nation that we're able to take advantage of. And the more that we grow, I think the more that those benefits will grow as well. Would definitely like to see you guys at the fall banquet next year. They do make a big deal out of that. So I think they would definitely be interested in meeting a lot of us. They had a really cool thing, and I know I keep saying that I'm going to go. You might be able to find some information on this through the members lounge that I'm telling you guys about. But they have a Kansas Bass Nation Hall of Fame, basically, that they just started. This was the first year that they did it. And what did they call it? I'm trying to remember what they called it. They have a name for it, but they inducted 6 anglers to this Hall of Fame, and they brought them up in front of everybody, and they were able to kind of talk about their experiences fishing with the Kansas Bass Nation, and some of them, long before it was ever called that. So some of these guys were were recollecting their times fishing with basically the same club from back in like the 70s and stuff. So that was a pretty cool deal. A lot of them were really involved in fishing with the youth and bringing the kids along for, like the high school and youth events and stuff like that. So they would captain for them. And so anyways, just a lot of cool memories and stories were shared there. And that's something really cool. And maybe eventually we'll see some kayak guys in the Hall of Fame as well if we keep growing this thing.
Definitely.
But all right, guys. Well, Todd, did you have anything else for me?
I don't think so. I think we're off to a strong start, and just like I said early on in the podcast, if you have friends that aren't signed up, give them a nudge. I mean, besides just having bigger numbers and bigger payouts, it makes it easier for people to travel together to these lakes. And if they're already fishing KKA, right, there's a good reason to join, so they can double dip on a few of those tournaments. And so just spread the word. Yep,
absolutely. Tell a friend. And worst case scenario, I think our first one is that one's not at Big Hill. That's just KKA, isn't it?
No, that is our first one. Is at Big Hill. It's in conjunction with KKA. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start the season off a little bit further south was the idea there. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer. Hopefully catch it on a good day. And I know we've had some really good turnouts at Big Hill, so looking forward to see some really good limits got out there. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and head out, and you guys have a good one. See you on the next one.
Thanks, everybody.